Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty empire of Onion, and this is the Universim. Well, I recorded an episode today. I recorded for about 2 hours, and when I went to edit the recording, I found that for some reason OBS only wanted to record bits and pieces of the video. It's very choppy. A lot of it is, and I simply don't have time to redo it, and so I've edited it together as best I can to make a video for you guys. Parts of it are normal, I guess, but for the most part, a lot of the video is frozen or very choppy at best. So I do apologize in advance for all of that. OBS even cut off my outro for whatever reason. It likes to stop recording a good half a minute to a minute before I actually press the stop record button. Like, it just deletes that last minute sometimes. So, yeah, very frustrating. I've seen other YouTubers complaining about having issues with OBS lately, so I don't know if it was a new patch that they had or something that's causing problems. I also did have my browser open while I was recording, and that uses up a bunch of my computer's memory, and so that's an issue that I will resolve because it's something that I have control over. Yeah, I just won't ever record with my browser open so that I can get as much access to the memory as possible, free memory and CPU and all that kind of stuff. So I do apologize in advance for the quality of the video. I hope that it is watchable, or at least you can listen to it while you're doing other things on your computer. And yeah, I'll do everything in my power for it to not be like that again, even if at some point I need to change capturing software. Hopefully not, but if it continues to be an issue, that is a step that I'm willing to take. But anyways, I do hope that y'all enjoy. Aha! Our civilization has been here for 90? Different from the season cycle. Okay, that's all good. I think we're getting into spring, if I remember correctly. It looks like the snow has melted. We completed construction on a few things. I assume that these are huts, yeah. And engineers is complete. It's not going to take me there for some reason. It's fine though. I didn't want to close that down either. I was kind of hoping to find the person so that we could heal them. There they are. What in the world? Okay, that was a little strange. I don't know if it had had me on telekinesis still or something, but we got it figured out. It's no worry. Okay. If we built another engineers, it was probably somewhere on the other side of the map here. I mean, there's got to be an engineer that covers this area. Here we go. Yeah, here's one over here. There is someone in there. Do we have any more educated nuggets? We do. Workaholic, sure. This one should be full. It's not. So let's get a... I don't know, maybe a gourmand. He'll probably spend most of his time eating, but should be fine. Bit of lag there. Unfortunately, I have to have my browser open right now because I am doing an upload, so that's probably eating up most of my memory. I tried to get some information on what the best browsers are that use the least memory, and basically the suggestion that I was given was to use Linux. And Firefox. But I don't do that because for some reason I don't understand Linux that well. Okay, and a nibbler for this one will be fine, because she'll be eating less, taking care of buildings more. Where are we on our research? If I remember correctly, we had done all of this stuff. We have. So we're on the pulley system right now. We've queued up pretty much everything else. All of this has been done too. Tactical evisceration is coming up. Celebrations, I'll be excited to see what that leads to down the line. +5 to nugget lifespan. Let's go for that, and then we'll get started on the next parts of the tree, clearly. Hopefully we'll get to electricity and nugget a Tesla in this episode. That's definitely my plan. Hopefully we can surpass that, as a matter of fact. Oh, coming across the lake. Okay. Throwing all sorts of seaweed around in the air. It's fine. And it's gone. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, I'll be back when I've made some progress. So I think this is probably the first time that I've not influenced an election with these guys. None of these are really outstanding to my mind. This one gives us +2 happiness, so I'm just letting it tick up on its own, and they seem to be wanting to choose this candidate anyway. It's kind of close between these two, and they are the most appealing laws anyway. So yeah, pretty interesting, I'd say. Also, this one is not going away. This is the lady that I healed at the very beginning of the episode, and yeah, she's not actually injured. Wow, I didn't know I could run into rocks and crack my screen. That's crazy.
A keen eye and the ability to scream like one's life depends on it are all the job requirements of a watch nugget.
That is pretty good. That means this watchtower is done. I do want to get that dragon egg fruit going though, so I think I will build a farm over here in these mountains. Yeah. Wow. Elderly assisted living. Nice. Yeah, we can go ahead and celebrate, I'd say. So +2 to happiness is pretty good. Our happiness is already pretty high. I haven't gone crazy with the watchtowers in this playthrough like I did in the last one. I may influence this though, because they're trying to say no, we don't want to give them resources. It's almost half our resources, but it's fine. We will get more. We're about to research the lumber mill and the stone mine. So once we get those going, it shouldn't be any problem. Let's get nuggets going faster and having more stamina as well. Then we'll do the heavy lifting and the power naps, oil jack, and head on down the line. As we do. Alright, we finally got the access to dragon egg fruit, which is pretty good. So yeah, we can mine gases now, which I'm not all too thrilled about. I'm going to try to avoid using those kinds of power production. I think we'll go with the kinetic generators again, and try to avoid using polluting structures as often as possible. Okay, we've got our stone mine here, which I think makes sense to put on this actual stone biome here. It requires stone anyway, so I think that this is the perfect spot for it. It's a decent proximity to a warehouse, which works closely with these two refineries, and so I think it's going to be good just getting the resources right to here. Soon we'll have a lumber mill. Okay. We did get the lumber mill now. Oh, I forgot how huge it is. Man. Maybe this over here is going to end up having to be our production zone then. We'll rotate it up a bit and see if we can place it out here. We don't have a whole ton of space though for something this size. That ought to do, and I believe that's still covered by this engineers right here. Yes, Okay, good. We're getting close to the edge of our coverage back here. But yeah, I think I may have to do... Alright. So they were neutral with this. I assume that this means that they're going to be more friendly now. I wish that would take me to their village or whatever. It's fine, though. Yeah, with these two refineries over here, I think I may put another lumber mill in this area. And then another quarry over here. I'm not sure. Did this one ever get built? No, it's still getting worked on. Need some iron. Oh, wow. I haven't even built an iron mine yet. So I guess we need to get that done, too. That'll work for me. So I just noticed there's 2 dead nuggets over here, and it appears that the other cemetery doesn't quite reach to this side of the world. It has a huge range. It just doesn't quite cover everything. Yeah, let's hide a sneaky cemetery back here in the back. Crazy.
Is this something you enjoy watching?
I just scrolled over here to check out the iron mine. They built a stone hut right in front of it, facing the thing. That'd be the last place that I would think most folk would want to live, but there they are. I just realized too, 170 nuggets, 11 babies. It's pretty good on the population front, I'd say. I don't think they've even mined 1 iron yet, because I'm pretty sure it was 16,016 when we built the thing. So I'm a little bit sad about that. Ah, totally worth it. Look at these dragon egg fruits. Very nice. Yeah, if we throw another one down here, though...
Interesting idea, taking to the water for more food.
That's right.
But what happens if the water freezes over?
Well, it'll be fine. Don't judge. And we even could also probably benefit from one more hunter's hut out on this side. Medicine preparation time we're not having a problem with. He's vanished? Did he just die? That's pretty interesting. I didn't know that they could die like that. So food for all, happiness +2, but food consumption is doubled. I don't like any of these, actually. Yeah, he must be dead. It looks like they're trying to go for food for all, so I guess the work that I've been doing just now, upgrading our food production, was a good step. Alright, the stone mine is finally going up. Got the iron for it. Fantastic. Wow. Here we are with electricity. I wasn't expecting it to happen that fast. Okay, so he's got the quest for us. We want to place a battery, the rare components, and then strike it with lightning. There's 3 components there, so I'm on it. Okay. Battery placed. Plunked. Oh, they're both right here. Okay. I hope I'm far enough away that I'm not going to burn anything down when I strike this with lightning. I'm pretty sure I have enough distance around everything. This park is probably the closest thing that I worry about. Let's see. Make sure that we're right on it. There we go. And then none of these things. Aha. Electrify. Boom. Achievement unlocked in lightning. That's amazing because I've done this before. Alright. So we got it all done. Where is old Nuggala? It's not going to show me. Let's see. Now we have to pop into the research. And we're going to go again with kinetic energy. Yes. Check it out. This is our first minister that we have the ability to get. So it's the Minister of Power. If you've grown tired of keeping up with energy demands dealing with power failures, then a new division of government that oversees energy production will be most useful. Now, whenever the power goes out, you can blame Nuggets for the interruption. Let's just hope they don't take weeks to fix the issue. Well, if they're part of government process, they're gonna take forever. And it'll cost a fortune too. Okay. Then we'll do architecture, the archive upgrade, which still doesn't make any sense to me. It's just for looks, I think. Pump output power. Okay. We'll get all of these. Do I need... it requires government, so I can't get a minister until we research government over here. So that's something to keep in mind. Kinetic energy research complete. So now we ought to be able to pop in here and start getting these generators going. They also require iron, so it may be some time before we actually do get this going. Let's put it on like this, probably.
An electricity generator. How marvelous.
That's right.
Tell your nuggets to prioritize construction. You know what they say, many hands make light work.
I don't know if I want to prioritize that right now, though. Okay, they've already done the lumber mill. So yes, this is going to be priority then. Go ahead for it.
I wonder what would happen if that wheel in the new kinetic electricity generator suddenly jammed, Creator. Do you want to give it a try?
I'm not sure if sure-footed folk are going to be better for this job or not. Because they're faster, right? But I don't know if they're running on the wheel. I don't know if it matters how fast they are. I think it just matters that they work quite a lot. Shutty, the hermit, the shut-in. Haha, get it? It's pretty good. What's this mean? Extreme mode? There's a risk that Nugget will die in this mode? Wow. Okay, let's keep it lower then. Alright, so I'm not familiar at all with power generation and all that. I don't know. Oh, I forgot that was the cemetery right there. It's like, why are there ghosts? Right here. I don't think I ever assigned workers to the other cemetery, though. So I don't know how many generators we're going to need per battery or anything. Like, what a good ratio is. I imagine, in my mind, it makes sense that more generators than batteries is more good. Kind of like pumps to reservoirs. And because nuggets aren't going to be running constantly all the time. They have to rest at some point and eat. Oh no. I decided to follow the hunter nuggets around to see this.
Is this what counts as research nowadays? Someone just scooped up some mud and decided to paint the first thing that came into their head. Actually, it isn't the worst idea.
Alright, I'm taking this food back home. Alright, they're upgrading houses already to Tudor houses. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Tudor seems correct, but I could be wrong. And they're upgrading the temple as well. Or the evolution tower, sorry. Oh man, so I realized at one point we're at 0-0 on the food. I should have known it was coming.
That'll fix them right up.
But I put down another fishing pier, or 3. I found out too that the brain plum is a desert plant. It actually gives us as much food as the healthy the mambro fruit. It's like 12 or 14, either way. It's a lot more than 6, which is the average of the other plants. And I went ahead and put in another water pump. We're at almost 300 above our usage. And we usually keep over 200,000 even through winter. We never get below 100,000 stored water. So we're in pretty good shape as far as the water goes, but I like to keep it that way. And then I think we'll throw down also a second well over here. In the grasslands though, because as you could clearly see, desert drops it by 30? I mean by 10 to 30. And then I was thinking there was some place over here where it was only 20. Maybe that was just my eyes being weird. So yeah, let's try to put it in here where it's at 40. Yeah, and this reaches everybody, so that'll be fine. What is the radius of this? Okay, it reaches pretty far over on this side. So that's all very good. We do one more once over to make sure that we're all covered. Seems like it so far. Yes. We're looking very good. Lots of new buildings, though, means that I'm going to have to try to keep track of workers. Because, like, that first fishing pier, I hadn't set workers to yet. Okay, this one is. Their boats were in at the dock, so I wasn't sure. Then, yes, I wanted the couriers. I assume that this is going to improve the warehouse whenever it does end up coming around. But we'll go blacksmith, hunting lodge, and then get these upgrades here to the medieval style, because all of this is going to help our food situation. We'll do fortifications last out of this tree, and then we may be able to even pop into government before the end of this episode. Gromsville is already friendly with us. The civilization is already leading to acceptance, so this should be fine. They want 0 food? Oh yeah. If we agree to send them 0 food, they're going to be happy with us, so I'm all for that, as a matter of fact. I'd say the scientific focus is the most important to me, just because of the research rate. If we could get that improved, we'll make a lot of progress. Yeah, these guys are definitely wearing fancier clothes than this guy is. So that's got to be... If it's not medieval...
Tell that nugget who just finished sweeping to get their broom prepped again. There's going to be a lot of dust.
Okay. That's what the windstorms mean, I guess. Yeah, if those aren't medieval clothes, they're at least not ancient, like Stone Age clothes. And now that we're not going to have the food for all law, we should be doing a lot better with our meal preparation and stuff. Man, that was a tough one. I was worried we were about to lose a lot of folks. Oh wow, when I looked at it just a minute ago, we had over 200 nuggets. We've just dropped by almost 40. Very suddenly. I would like to know, what's the difference between a courier nugget and a regular laborer? Because it feels to me like the laborers already deliver everything that needs to be delivered. I'm not sure what the purpose of a courier hut actually is. I could be wrong about that though, so please feel free to correct me if you know otherwise. Wow. I've never seen this before. I guess he died while he was fishing? I'm surprised he didn't sink though. I figured that he would have sunk to the bottom. It's really strange. Let's make sure that this cemetery over here has bodies in it. It sure does. We had a lot of people die earlier. I guess they just got old. I don't think it was all from starvation, because I wasn't getting indications of starvation. So I have this hunter's hut, hunting medium animals. I realize this is the first one that I ever built. They're only level 2 on medium animals. This other hunter's hut that I built much later, they're already level 4 on medium animals. And I noticed also, see, these guys are preparing to hunt, going to eat, preparing to hunt. Over here, these guys are doing nothing. Okay, so weirdly enough, this is grayed out where I'm not allowed to queue it up. Requires electricity and government. Ministry of Defense, I can queue up though, and it requires government twice. It's very strange to me, but it's fine. I'll queue up shifts, and then, yeah, I guess the Minister of Defense will be fine, and then we'll head into law enforcement. I'm going to go the Science of Peace route for the Rehabilitation Center instead of the prison. So we'll get that queued up as well.
References check with the Ethics Committee, and I'm just fooling around. Whatever it does, we're moving forward with it.
That's right. Our major holdup right now is iron. I'd like to try to see... An iron mine is 2 unhappiness and 2 crime. So it's not ideal to have those scattered out all over the place, but right now yeah, it's a huge holdup for us at the moment. I'm not sure what's getting all of the iron right now. We'll see how it goes, though. Yeah, here's a medium animal right here that's not being hunted for some reason. I'm just not sure why that other hunting hut...
Engineers not only construct buildings, they also repair them. If you have a look around, there are a few structures in dire need of their services. Hint, hint.
It's still got a quarter health. It's right next to the engineers, too, so I'm not sure. They must be busy on other structures or whatever. Yeah, I did go ahead and tear this one down, though, the non-operating, and yeah, I've replaced it with a medieval hunter's hut. We are still having a food shortage for whatever reason. We don't have as many nuggets as we used to, but our meals just aren't being prepared very quickly. Alright, government research complete. That's as far as I wanted to get for this episode. So I think that's going to do it for us for this time. It looks like there's a lot of thirsty nuggets too, which doesn't make any sense because...
Since last work-related injury, 0.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode, so if you want to catch another one, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description, and be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.